I have a feeling the reason why this is getting put out now, alongside a lot of people coming out like Brian Armstrong, like members of the banking committee saying the Clarity Act is going to pass, I have a feeling there's a lot of internal interpretation right now that we're essentially good on the Clarity Act. XRP is going to be a digital commodity, like we talked about, and this will essentially be signed directly into law. Now, a lot of people are probably looking at the price of XRP right now and saying, why isn't XRP going absolutely ballistic? It's one of those things you really need to remember what happened the last time we had an event like this. The last time I think we really had a like event was actually in August, when essentially XRP was officially determined not to be a security and the Ripple SEC case was officially over. It took a minute for XRP to really price that in. It took a minute for XRP to actually take off and for that determination to really play into XRP's price chart. So just understand it's going to take a minute for essentially people to act on this news, for people to start investing based off this new determination, for large funds, large investment managers, for people to really read through this and understand the implications of this over the long run. But I believe we're going to see a very similar piece of action where essentially we now have this determination that XRP is a digital commodity. I think you're going to see a lot more pressure from ETFs as people try to get ahead of a lot of the things they think are coming. I think you're going to see a lot more rollout. We just saw Missouri is now a state looking to make XRP a digital reserve currency in that state. We saw a similar thing out of Arizona. So a lot of states are now leaning into more pro XRP type policy. And I have a feeling we're likely going to see XRP chop around a little bit before pushing up, and then everyone looking back and saying, oh, I can't believe that I didn't buy this dip, which essentially opened up me having one more chance to get XRP prior to clarity coming in, certainty on XRP's definition moving forward. So the market is still yet to really react to this news. I think people are still figuring out exactly what this means in light of a lot of people waiting on the Clarity Act to push a lot of this forward. But I cannot understate just how bullish this is. Now, with the last part of this video, I want to focus on something that I think is extremely interesting, which is a big piece of drama going on right now in the cryptocurrency community, and it has to do with the purpose of any given token. I covered this a little bit in my video yesterday talking about the Chainlink token, and it's really because that's where a lot of drama is. There's been so many people essentially throwing stones at XRP saying, and I think it has to do partially with this clarity, right? I think a lot of people are seeing the writing on the wall in terms of XRP adoption, in terms of Ripple beating every allegation that they're